9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 6. Fuck. Wow, dude, I can't
How
count.
did you win
Holy
the trivia if you
shit.
can't even count, dude? Happy fucking New Year.
We didn't have to count. We spelled.
Which is counting numbers.
No, it's how
That
the
actually
fuck.
is precise.
How the
brother.
fuck is
Yep.
spelling counting?
Numbers. Letters. Oh, I see. That's what I did. That's why I lost.
If this doesn't go on fucking TikTok, I swear to God, bro.
I hate being dumb sometimes. Dude. It hurt. It literally hurts. Like I'll hear what I say after I say it, and I'm like, that came out totally wrong. But in my head, it was right. Damn, it hurts to be dumb sometimes.
You need like a translator from your brain to your mouth.
Yeah, an NV translator.
Yeah. You hear about those people that end up in comas and then when they wake up from their coma, they're like fucking, they speak a
Fluent?
different language.
That's phenomenal. That's
know?
the true work of God.
Okay.
Like, hey, I know your life's hard. And you just woke up. Here's a massive fuck you.
Plot twist. Me and Alexis were watching Scary Movie 4 last night.
Yeah.
And it's
Is that
this.
the one where he hides on the curtain and under the carpet.
No.
Oh.
This is like the one where it's like they make fun of like Grudge, War of the Worlds, and Saw and whatever. Anyways, it's the Grudge kid, right? And there was a scene that we were like, this would not fly today, where the Grudge kid is at the top of the stairs, and she sees him. She's like, "Oh, hello," and the kid goes, "Toshiba, Subaru," and she goes, "Hero," and then the kid starts talking. And so there's subtitles of like what they're saying, and I didn't know this because I saw this when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
But they're supposedly speaking like Chinese, Japanese, I don't know, right? But their whole conversation is just like Chinese or Japanese brands. Toshiba, Kawasaki, Subaru, the
Oh
whole
my
fucking time. I'm like, that would not fly,
That's
bro.
legendary. That's amazing.
You know Kevin Hart has a gay sex scene in that movie?
I want to watch it now.
He does. He has a gay sex
I'm
scene in that
compelled to
movie.
watch that movie now. Like, damn.
It's crazy seeing young Kevin Hart back in a movie that he was still pretty small back then, I think. Well,
I
he's
think
still small.
yeah.
No, he's still pretty
But
small.
not where it counts, according to the co-host he was with in that scene.
I don't know. I don't know who's pitching or catching,
Neither me.
but yeah. Anyways, we were going to talk about pivotal life moments in this episode of the podcast. What that entails, I have no idea, but I know for a fact I have a lot of juicy things to talk about, and we'll see how many lines we cross this episode.
We're still
Devin,
not canceled yet, sadly.
Would you like to begin?
Absolutely not.
We can get canceled so fast if we really tried.
Have we not been? I feel like we've said some crazy literally every episode. It's like, will that cancel us? And it happens, but we haven't yet. So,
Give me what's a pivotal moment in life for you? What's that look like?
So I was actually gonna have you start because I have no clue. To be
This
honest,
was your idea.
know.
What the fuck?
but I was just interested. I was like,
Oh my god.
there's something
Okay.
I want to learn about
You know what?
Zane.
I will tell a pivotal life story.
Oh yeah, and it'll give me time to think about one of mine.
I don't know if this was pivotal or more or less a situation that made me rethink the reality of what life really is and what life has to offer. But to get into this, so back in high school, I'm fucking this girl in my friend's bedroom. Friend's brother's bedroom. Friend's little brother's bedroom. Sorry, I'm not going to cut any corners here. Yeah, it wasn't very good. The brother wasn't there, obviously.
Was it a fucking bunk bed or like one with the cages
No,
on
it was a normal ass bed. Okay, it was a decent queen size bed. Now I don't know if I'm
Damn.
allowed to tell this story, so
Alright.
we're gonna use code names.
All right.
We're gonna call my best friend Charles.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Wait, that's his actual. You're gonna use his actual name? No, just
No,
kidding.
shut
just
the-
kidding.
shut the-
No.
shut the So
Okay.
I'm at Isaiah's house,
Okay.
and we have another friend over. We're gonna call him Jariah.
I like that.
So Isaiah and Jariah.
No.
No?
Isaiah and Derek.
Derek.
Jariah's
So
better.
Isaiah and Derek, right?
Oh.
We go over to have a good time. We got some Canadian whiskey. I think we had some like cherry svedka. That was something we got a lot. I don't know why, because it's fucking disgusting. So we're just, having a good time, sipping away, and I had to hook up with this girl. And I'm telling her like, "Hey, you should come hang out, blah 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 blah." At this time, it was just me and Isaiah, and Isaiah, we weren't like having a group thing. We were just at the same place, right? It was
Real
like
quick.
living in the same area but separate lives at the time, right? So
Yeah.
there was no like weirdness of having a girl come over. It wasn't like two guys, one girl. It was like two guys in
One
the same
cup.
area, one girl, but me and her were going to hang out exclusively, right?
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Do I know this girl?
No,
Rip. Okay.
you do not.
Continue.
So I'm not. Shut the fuck up. I didn't fuck everybody in this whole town. Okay.
All right. Just
I got close.
98% of them.
No. Okay.
I got close.
It wasn't that bad. So, anyways, she comes over. We're hanging out. At this point, sometime between me and her, her coming over and us hanging out, Derek comes over to hang out with Isaiah, and they're hanging out in his bedroom, playing video games. I don't know whatever the fuck they're doing, right? And his little brother's not home, so I'm in his little brother. Oh, dude, if they figure out who the fuck I'm talking about, if you're watching this, little brother, I am so fucking sorry, bro. I deeply apologize. I regret. I crossed the line there. I crossed the line, and I'm sorry. We did not wash the sheets, but everyone's like, hear me out.
Under.
It never got to that point. Okay, so. Okay, so me and her, we're a little tipsy. We having a good time, you know what I mean? We decide to do work, we decide to get into it. And at that point, I have been MIA from Isaiah and Derek for a good 20, 30 minutes now, okay? And all of a sudden, I hear banging on the door, and Derek opens the door. I'm in full fucking...
Oh, my God.
And she's like right here on top of me, fully exposed. Derek comes in, opens the door, immediately, oh shit.
It's the fattest dab of his life. I'm not talking drugs.
He just goes, Zane, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need your help, I need your help. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, Isaiah's like flipping his shit right now. I don't know what's wrong, yada, yada, yada. I think he's having a fucking stroke or a seizure or some shit, right?
Okay.
Nah, bro, nah. So I'm like, all right, politely, respectfully. Dismount.
Eject.
Oh,
Eject. Jack.
Eject. SpaceX this bitch off of me.
That didn't look respectful.
That sounded violent. I politely moved her to
Politely.
the side. Anyways, so I'm running into the room, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I open the door to Isaiah's bedroom, and he is on the floor. The Canadian whiskey we had just bought, big-ass fucking bottle, gone. Gone. There was like maybe there was 3/4 left. Like we had only barely
Did you put
broke.
clothes on before you ran out?
I had like boxers on.
Nice. Okay.
I'm a brother, bro. I ain't got time
a
to put on clothes on. My homie might be dying, my guy.
You'll look
While
good while
you're
saving his
rocking
life.
a semi.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You gotta
Actually, I had a little bit of whiskey dick, so
you gotta look good while
I was
fucking saving your
rocking a
homies.
chub.
A chub.
So, anyways, that's awkward. I don't even know what she's thinking right now, because she's sitting there like, what the fuck? Anyways, so I have to take care of this guy, because I walk into the bedroom and I see him on the floor crying. And not just like crying, but like he's got an open knife and his arm does not look very good, which was completely like mind fuck, because Isaiah is not that person, never has been in any way, shape, or form. Immediately, I see the bottle and I look over at Derek and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did you let this dude drink so much? Like, why are you not fucking from my perspective, I'm gone, right? But there had to be stages to get to having a great time, drinking with your friends, to on the floor, full fucking My Chemical Romance. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
So immediately I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So I'm like, Derek, you need to go. I'll take care of this. The beautiful friend I had over, I
Yes.
told her, I was like, Thank you for coming over. I'm sorry this happened. Drive safe. Like, of course, she hadn't been drinking nearly that much, so she was perfectly fine to drive. But yeah, I was like, I gotta take care of my boy, so I'm gonna do that tonight. So, immediately start taking care of him, figuring out what the fuck is going on. First of all, how the fuck did he get a knife? I don't know. But yeah, that was a pivotal moment in my life. And when he woke up the next morning, it was no more Canadian whiskey for you, my friend. You are not allowed to drink that anymore because that unleashed a demon in you that I don't think you have. And since then, he's never drank that before, and he's been perfectly fine ever since. But that was definitely a very pivotal moment in my life. He threw up a couple times, but it wasn't too bad. I do have another story with Isaiah where he threw up a lot worse, and that's a different story that I can jump on after you. That is my pivotal moment. I was pissed, bro, because not only is this motherfucker like out of his mind, but yeah, I was like, bro, you just blue balled me so fucking hard. You know how long I've wanted to sleep with this girl? We've been like, and that's not like, oh, fucking Zane trying to sleep with women. No, like there was like a fucking like contract of, hey, we are going to be fuck buddies.
Damn.
And we had never gotten the chance to actually link up, and we finally got the chance to link up, and this motherfucker just took it to 100.
That's legend.
And imagine being cock blocked like that, bro.
Maybe he was just jealous.
You know what it's like running into a room like this, fucking full padre, like trying to be the dad of the situation while Derek is fucking panicking. Isaiah's on the floor with a knife and an empty bottle of Canadian whiskey, and I have a naked woman in a bedroom right behind me.
Now we're getting canceled.
Now we're getting canceled.
Absolutely not. That's how the saying was made. Big dick energy, bro. Your friend's dying, but you come out hard, bro. You assert your dominance.
Dude, I went from senor to senor very quickly. Like instant dad mode, without a doubt.
Bro. That's amazing. That sucks, but
it does.
That
Well,
just
no,
sucks
it doesn't
all
suck. There
around.
was no sucking that happened. I didn't get there yet.
You're right. Damn. You hate to see it, bro.
Isaiah really cut the mood.
Yeah.
Now we're getting canceled. We're totally getting canceled. I don't give a
meant
fuck,
to say
bro.
cut the cheese.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Side note, I actually don't know if this is true or not, but like days prior the incident happened, Isaiah had mentioned that at one point he had like walked in on us. We didn't notice, and he didn't know what to do, and he just like fucking stood there and stared for a good minute. I don't know how to feel about that. I hope he took notes. You know what I mean?
That was my first thought. I was like, homie was probably like,
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
scoring it like it's fucking golf, bro. Nice
Anyways,
strokes.
yeah.
The least strokes, the better. That's how you win. He's like, 2 pumps? Okay. I'm good at golf, bro. 2 strokes and you're all right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Damn.
Anyways. Yeah.
Damn.
What about you?
Honestly, bro, I was trying to think that I have nothing. My life is just a flat line, bro. It's like, just kidding. It's definitely not. But I don't know. I was trying to like base it off of like what you were gonna say, but I had no idea that story. I definitely haven't watched anyone fuck.
Don't you?
That's what you took out of that. What?
That's all I.
Do you remember at all? Just because I know these guys.
I'm scared.
Do you remember at all the first house that you moved into? All those people?
Yeah.
There has to be something.
Yeah.
There has to be
Has
something.
to be, bro.
I mean, it's not always about breakups and heartbreak and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, though. That's the thing. But
Those
that's
guys,
like 80%.
Those guys, like literally one of your best friends ever closed that door on you.
That's like a boring story, though. I guess.
It all depends on how you tell it, bro.
This
Bro,
is a fucking
I
podcast.
bought a fucking dragon. When by dragon, it's the simile for my friend.
I was gonna say it's like one of those like dragon dildos.
Is that how you tell it? Oh, thank you. Dildo. Perfect. All right, boys. Listen up. Thank you.
What the fuck do you do on your free
Yes,
time, bro?
sir.
What?
Yes, sir. Okay, chill. Whoa. I was in my own little world saying yes, sir, and you were saying that. Ignore that. But funny, cool story. Oddly enough, both of you fucking teamworked this.
Okay,
moved in-
hold on. Side note.
Yeah.
You cannot have a whole paragraph of dildo, thank you, teamworked. Like, where are you going with this story?
Come find out. Lamau, come find out. All right, I'll leave. So the first house I moved into was with 4 friends, and yeah, it was this really
There's
shitty
sausage
house.
party.
No, there was actually one girl.
It's still a sausage party.
She didn't have
It's just a sausage party you usually record and post.
with 1 pepperoni.
What?
So
She should have 2 pepperonis. Well, you fucked a uni boob?
Cyclops gang. It wouldn't be the
Sorry,
first
go
time.
ahead.
All right, so yeah, we moved into this really shitty college house, me and a group of friends, for our first house ever. It was awesome. And, like, of course, when we went there, we searched everything to be like, yo, like, whose room is who, whatever.
Right,
And,
right,
like,
right,
all the
right.
excited new moving in stuff. Like, we're going through the whole house, like, opening all the cabinets and shit, like, saying, like, where we need to put stuff, getting everything figured out. And then, like, one of the top, like, it was, like, kind of, I don't even think I had a microwave. It was one of the top drawers in the kitchen. The
Mhm.
one thing that was left in that house from the people that lived there prior was a dildo in a box. Just, I think
Somebody
unused.
use it?
I can't
Somebody
confirm.
touch it. You still have it?
Negative. So I
Why
didn't go
not?
anywhere near
What the
that
fuck?
thing. Why would I? Why? I didn't go anywhere near that thing, but one of my
You never
friends
know.
had the great idea of unboxing it. And I think he put it in his mouth like as far as he could. Yep. I think he put it in his mouth.
Oh
as
my
far as
god, he
could.
needs to get tested.
Well, he's not alive anymore. So
It was the dildo. No.
yeah, he got killed by a STD.
He died 3 days later.
3 days grace.
What?
So after he sucked the dildo, he went unconscious. 3 days later, woke up and spoke Spanish, bro. It was weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. But no, like he just put it in his. Bas,
Chupa mi
Max, dude.
pito, color me aro.
I'm going to the library at 11.
I started with Spanish and then I just fucking failed. I rolled
Said,
off. I don't know
I'm going
where
to
I
the library at 11. Just kidding.
went.
But all he did was like he just put it in his mouth as far as he could, and now I'm like, what the fuck just happened? If I saw a dildo left it, that's literally what happened. I did see a dildo, and my first thought was I'm not gonna put that in my mouth, and then he kept it afterwards, and I know for a fact he has it to this day. To this day.
Now, I would like to hear an assessment on just what
how-
was this dildo like?
Yeah.
It was purple.
How far did he get?
Pretty fucking far, dude. I don't remember how long it was, but I think.
And now you wonder.
Did it
why
look like
Devin
he had
has
done
0
this
friends.
before?
Is there weird?
Yeah, actually, because how like honestly, some of the girls that go down on me didn't do it quite as well as him. I could like J.K. Lamau. Maybe. Nah, he did pretty good. He did some damage.
Way to just
did
call
some
out
damage.
everyone you've ever been with.
All right, hold up. Oh,
Have you ever
dude,
ever
funny
had
story,
teeth
funny
like
story.
clip your fucking penis?
I've had my zipper do that. I think the scar is still there. But no, I have had that happen, dude. It was the worst thing ever. As a kid, I just took a Wiz Khalifa, right? Go to what? All right, I went to take a Wiz Khalifa. And
Oh.
then, can you just drink him out and do like you're going to?
Yeah, sorry, go
Before I
ahead.
said something stupid. So
I think this podcast is bad for my health.
I went to zip up my zipper and it got caught on my adapter cord, my dongle, right? And then I literally was like, dude, I'm in so much pain, but I know this is not even the worst part. I was like, I have to get
You
it
have to
out.
unzip,
Yep.
yeah.
And I'm like, I could sit here for the rest of my life, never change my pants. Or I can be a man and destroy myself.
I remember one of the first times I started like growing hair in my no square, I didn't know what I was doing, right? I didn't know how to shave that area.
Yeah.
And so I had this like fucking, I don't know what it was, but it was an electric razor. We had an electric razor. I grabbed it and I thought like, oh, this should be fine, right? Cuz like, you know, if you put an electric razor directly to the skin, it doesn't cut your skin,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought, you know, is it easier to shave if you stretch the ball sack or if you leave it scrunched because everything's nice and tidy and you have a nice spherical shape going on? You know what I mean?
I might
So-
expose myself right here.
Well, I thought, you know what? Everyone says stretch the skin. So I'm going to stretch in a sliver of nutsack caught between the blades and clipped the fucking razor. And when I tell you it was the smallest cut you've ever seen in your entire life, I passed the fuck out.
Bro, I
Full
fucking bet.
dead body, flatlined on the ground.
Razor in it.
Yeah. It was fucking terrible, bro.
God, if you're listening, don't make me speak Spanish.
Straight up pulled an Isaiah.
Oh my gosh, bro. Shit. Sheesh. Poor Isaiah, bro.
Canceled. Fucking canceled.
Isaiah just caught himself.
Nah,
in
dude.
that.
Fuck. You reminded me of this funny ass story. Oh, I remember.
Wait, are you gonna finish that one or was that
Yeah.
done?
Go ahead. Go ahead. That was it. That was.
Oh.
I just passed out. And cut
So-
my testicles. Okay. No, fucking leave it. Who
Leave
cares?
it, leave it, leave it,
Leave it. Leave it.
So-
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Yeah, that. So calling out the people how you said, there's actually one of them. You know exactly who you fucking are. She was really good at it. We're still cool. We're still cool. she
Dude,
was-
why would you call her out right now?
I'm not calling her out. It was just a
Okay,
cool
okay.
story.
I got you. Go ahead.
But so this was the day I found out porn isn't exactly always fake. So I'm at my old apartment and
I'm curious as to where this is going.
I'm playing Apex Legends, right? I'm fucking going ham. I was still like kind of bad at the game. I was actually pretty good. But so I'm playing and then she like just got off work. She came over, comes in my room, say hi and everything. I just started a match and then she like really was down to fuck and like that was the game plan once she got there. And I was like, all right, yeah, like let me just finish this match, like I'll be good. And then she just starts going down on me. And so I have it wasn't even a gaming chair, it was just a fucking like kitchen chair. And I'm sitting there like playing my game. And then I'm like, oh damn. So this actually happens. I was like, damn, this is unscripted and like this is the coolest thing of my life. So I'm playing. She unzips my pants, unbuttons me, and then she starts going to work, okay? And 2 minutes in, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I'm kind of turned on now. I just want to smash. And I'm like, but I don't want to just leave this game and leave my teammates. What kind of fucking asshole would I be? Who does that? If you do that, fuck you. Reconsider your life choices. But, so yeah, she starts going ham. And I'm like, dude, this feels amazing. And I can barely like concentrate on the game. And then I'm like, all right, I need to die right now. So I'm going to push every single team and just die by the first one. Quit. You know how it goes.
Right.
We do that when we try hard.
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not. I was I was ace tier that day. Let's just fucking say. So apparently the key to being cracked is just getting head. But anyways, I'm pushing every team and I'm killing them. Solo 1v3. And I'm like, dude, I want to die like so bad right now. It happens all the time except for right now. I kid you not. It took like 25 minutes. I won the match. As soon as I won the match, just threw the controller and went to town.
25 minutes
Yeah.
of her just going to work?
Yeah.
25 minutes?
Yep. Yeah. And,
Poor girl.
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's not hard when you only have
you
like
paying
3
her
inches.
hourly? Fuck.
It's not bad when you have like 3
That's
inches
like
to
a
work
job.
with. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so it was one of the
Dude,
coolest
I wouldn't even
moments
fuck
ever.
for 25 minutes. Granted, I don't have the cardio to do that. I think 10 minutes in, and I'm like, all right,
All right, maybe it
I
was
need a
like
break. Let me go get some water.
Maybe it was
I'm
like 22.
Turn the AC up a little bit.
get a Gatorade recovery.
Literally, bro. I have genuinely stopped to be like, I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. Like, I'm fucking dying. Fuck.
I just drink so much Mountain Dew. Also, try this at home. Don't try this at home. If you drink enough Mountain Dew, it kills your sperm count. Then Just saying. You know what that means. Fucking drink up, boys. All right, but yeah. That was just a dope-ass story. I love that, bro. I won the game while getting hit.
I have a story that I've only told a select few people in my entire life.
Okay.
Because this is a very I need to create as much animosity here as possible, or anonymity.
Anomaly.
Anonymity.
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 Immunity.
And
Anonymity.
Ah, see, it's fucking all right.
Anonymity.
Anyways,
Devin, stop playing with your pop
Animosity.
filter.
and thank you.
Wait.
That's what I said the first time.
Does it pick up on there?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
What? What?
When I play with the sock?
Maybe yeah.
All right, but yeah, continue.
Anyway, so
All right, thank you.
I'm gonna give myself a fake name and tell this like third person.
No. That's
Romeo,
so dumb.
Romeo and Juliet.
Who's Romeo?
I am. Okay, me and Juliet. We'll call her Juliet. Me and Juliet. We are having a great time. A wonderful night. Beautiful. The stars are shining. The horoscopes are aligned. Candles are burning. Music is playing. The lights are purple. The room is glistening. She is glistening. And we are in missionary. And I am a goddamn dog. I mean, I'm full
Like
fucking.
D-O-G or
I'm a devil.
D-A-W-G?
I'm a devil, bro.
All right.
I'm D-O-G to G-O-D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know what that
Anyways.
means.
We're going down. Well, I was going down. No,
Yeah.
well, I just gotten back up. Anyways, we're in missionary.
Okay.
And I'm hyped, bro. I was in peak physique, best shape of my life. And I'm just doing work. I'm doing the best I can. I'm looking for that A++ extra credit. Draft me on the 18. Put me in, coach. Taking shots from the 3. You know what I'm saying? I am in. I'm locked in. Best time of my life. I'm trying to give the performance of a lifetime. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right,
We're on
yeah.
the second floor. I'm trying to crash onto the first. Funny story. The neighbor had told us she can hear us every single time. We were like an alarm because it was like clockwork. Same time every night. We were
That's sick. I like
Anyways,
Hard
Yes.
in the motherfucking paint.
I
as
was
the kids
hard
say.
in the fucking paint. Hard in the paint,
that. Oh,
bro.
because paint's wet.
Sure. Okay. Anyways, I'm going hard in the paint. I am using every muscle fiber in my legs to just fucking. This is like XXX rated
grasshopper,
effort
dude.
right now.
Okay.
And in a moment's notice,
Yeah.
it's as if it was in slow motion.
Okay.
I slip, and I'm too deep. I'm too deep. I'm going too fast. There are no brakes on this train.
Ouch. I know where this
And
goes.
so I fucking thrust with every ounce of muscle in my body, every fiber I
Yeah.
possibly have,
Mm-hmm.
and straight into the fucking pelvic bone. And my dick. And when I tell you, it was the most awkward pause of my entire life. Because she felt it. I felt it.
You can hear it pump, bro.
So pause.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm like,
Call a doctor.
I'm like, time out. So I'm like, I'm trying to keep my cool, right? Because I'm in
yeah,
the zone. I'm
yeah.
giving my A1 performance.
Yeah.
I can't drop the ball right now.
Yeah, you can.
Bro, it's fucking overtime. I ain't trying to lose right now. So I try to play it cool. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I like stop for a second. I'm like, oh shit, like, are you good? I'm making sure she's okay, holding back the tears. And like, I'm like, all right, no problem. So I'm like trying to distract her with my hands and shit while I nonchalantly am like making sure I'm not bleeding. I don't have internal leakage going on anywhere. My penis is fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. But all of a sudden, I'm like, all right, nah, we vibing. So I get back into it. Obviously, I'm not as fast as before because I could feel my legs going out. I'm feeling, I'm like, good thing the lights are off because I'm pretty sure I look pale as fuck right now. Like, I do not feel good. The blood is rushing elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I know immediately, I was like, I have to throw in the towel. I have to be straight up right now, be super real. So I look Juliet in the eyes, you know, man to woman, And
broke my dick.
I'm like, I'm going to pass out in about 30 seconds. And she's like, oh, fuck, are you serious? I'm like, dead ass. She's like, no, you look fine. You're fine. You're like, you would have passed out already. I'm like, trust me, I'm going to pass out in about 30 seconds. She's like, oh, okay, no problem. Do you want me to get you water? I'm like, yeah, give me water. I'm going to head to the bathroom. So she runs to the kitchen to go get me water. I take one step off the bed, fucking slumped. But I'm in and out of it, bro. So I'm like crawling to the bathroom, and it is the most dramatic shit ever. It's like World War III. I got bombers flying over my head. I'm just like in the mud, in the trenches, trying to make it to the bathroom, collapsing up and down. I think my dick is gone at this point. I'm in full fucking panic. She freaks the fuck out because I'm on the floor. She's like, this dude is dead. So I make it to the bathroom. And immediately, I know I have to throw up. I'm going to start throwing up any moment now. So, boom, I let it rip, bro. I'm full projectile vomit into the toilet, but I'm still passing
She was
out.
that ugly.
So, before she had realized anything, before she realized what was going on, here is me puking in the toilet, and every 2 seconds, I'm clanking my fucking head on the toilet bowl because I keep passing out. So, I'm like throwing up, tongue. Eventually, she catches my head. She's like, oh, fuck, what are you doing? So, while all of this is going down, I can't help but, like, crack jokes and shit.
Yeah.
You know, trying to savor whatever is left in the moment. And, yeah. Stopped puking, drank some water, got some color back in my face, and went to bed. And ever since then, I'm extra cautious to keep myself capped at a certain level, you know? Sometimes you think you can long stroke. Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't.
I wouldn't know how I know that problem. I only go like 2 centimeters in.
Centimeter to feeder.
Yeah, so getting to the pelvic, bro, that's a woo.
Oh,
That's a
dude, it
goal.
was the worst, bro. There is no such
You
thing
had
as
to be there.
panic.
You had to be there.
Like, you think you've had panic before? Imagine thinking you just broke your dongle.
That's actually happened like twice. When she was on top. Yeah. That's all you need to say. And then you're just like, I think we're good. I think our work here is done. But then you're just like, but you can't. And you're like, I want to continue, but it literally feels like there's nothing. I'm done.
It was just a full-on, like, anxiety attack, bro.
Yeah,
I
been
knew
there.
I was good, but my brain had already finished processing what damage could have potentially been done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm good, but my subconscious is like, we're not good. We are not good. We need to go to the hospital, which is probably like an hour away. Yeah.
I've almost had that happen, but with the other person. Because we were in the shower, and then it got really hot. And then she was like, yo, I think I'm about to pass out. I'm like, don't do that. And I, like, turned off the shower, got her out, got her water. And then, like, she literally looked like she was seconds away. I'm like, all right, cool. And then we never did it in the shower again after that, which is, I was fine with it anyways, because that's just weird. Getting dirty while you're getting clean. I don't like the whole dynamic.
What? You don't like shower sex, bro?
I don't know. Not really.
I'm going to add in. I do apologize. However, I have to put this in here.
Uh-oh.
Shower sex is definitely the most sexualized form, at least, of
Yeah, what the
pornography
fuck?
out there, right? And people, a lot of the time, and people who don't have much experience, believe that the ultimate place to have sex is a shower. I can guarantee you that it is probably the worst place. Okay, actually, porta potty might be a tie. One of the worst places to have sex. I have
Y'all are
never-
fucking tripping, bro. I love that shit.
I have
Really?
never had like a time in the shower. Like, I've had a great time. Don't get me wrong. Sex is sex. But I've never had a time where I've been in the shower having sex going, Oh yeah, I could fucking do this for the rest of my life.
The fuck, bro? I've been in a car, on the bed, on the floor, on the
All
countertop,
those are
against the
standard.
microwave, against the wall, against the fridge, on the bathroom. You ever had sex while an animal is fucking staring at you? That shit is weird. That shit is fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold by it, and you don't have to touch on it anymore. However, I do have to say, I don't know if it's because of my own physical inabilities, or
I
my
will say
physical
it is
attributes.
easier when you can basically ragdoll your sexual partner. If you're with someone that you cannot, like, that's not a skilled contortionist, yeah, it can get very dull very quickly.
No, it's
But when
just-
you're with someone that can pull the whole fucking A-team cheerleader shit, you got options.
It's just not. I don't know, bro. I
That
feel
is
like
very
it
true. You know
takes-
what? I'm gonna take what you said into consideration. I'm gonna keep myself open-minded, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm gonna go find some good
Go
videos.
try that now.
Google's okay. Shower. Actually, this is a good idea. I'm gonna Google shower sex positions. Have you ever Googled like sex
Not on my
positions,
fucking
bro?
Wi-Fi, you aren't.
Do not let your girlfriend see a history without an explanation first.
Are you kidding me? She's gonna be like, "Oh shit, that for me." I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah, baby, what the fuck?"
I'm just kidding. You can't do it on
That
my
is
Wi-Fi anyway.
dangerous.
No, that's how we
That
did
is-
it. Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
She's gonna crack open her fucking
That's
forehead,
probably
bro.
why she passed
What is
out.
that?
That's probably why.
What
she
is
passed-
that?
Was about to pass out.
What is that? For those of you that cannot see
video.
this, it is a wheelbarrow.
Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
No, we're not fucking doing it.
Just grab my fucking legs, bro. Just imagine we're in the shower right now.
Just don't
It's
imagine
like
it.
My
bro.
hand is supporting my body. Bro, if there is any fiber of soap on the bottom of that shower, dead.
Any
Dead.
fiber, bro.
I do have to say, after looking at that picture, how would you keep the water out of your eyes and the soap from running down?
Right.
I feel like that. Oh,
Like
That
that
is
just
a
go
very
up my
good
nose.
question.
I mean, up her nose. Fuck.
why does
They're
that's
wearing
a real
dead
picture.
ass.
That's a
They're
real-
wearing bodysuits right now.
Nobody laughed at
That's
my joke.
funny.
And I thought it was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
There's a literal couple like with the YouTube tutorial on shower sex positions, and they're in like skin-toned bodysuits.
So I thought they were. That's amazing.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
For the record, we didn't do the handstand wheelbarrow one. We did normal stuff. We had a couple good, but. All right.
Oh, if you get a shower with the seat on it.
The water just makes it awkward.
Also depends on how big the shower is, though.
Whoa, one of those rain showers? That's probably where it's at.
Yeah.
Living lavishly.
Recreate the Notebook.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
You never recreated the note. You don't know the Notebook kissing scene in the rain?
Oh, yeah.
Don't
I've
lie
never
to
seen
me.
the movie. I've never seen the movie, but I know that part. I actually did that, bro. At a skate park. It was raining outside and we did the Notebook scene. It was pretty dope.
Were you ever good at skateboarding?
Negative. I
Yeah,
never
me
went
neither.
down a ramp or anything.
You've never even gone down a ramp?
I busted my ass like 4 times and I was like, all right, maybe I'm just not cut out for this.
You just lean forward, bro.
We would longboard.
Yeah, but that's not skating. Skating is like shred the nar and longboard's like, can you stand on this? Two completely different sports. I can stand pretty fucking well.
Shred the nar.
But I can't.
Can you stand on this
Yeah, I can.
while it rolls?
Yeah, but I cannot shred the nar as they say.
That's funny, bro. It's your turn.
Since we're on the smashing story, this was just small, like my dick. I feel like we just took drugs, bro. What the fuck is happening? But
Oh my god. It's like we're tripping on shrooms every fucking
Yeah, it's like
podcast.
we
Yeah.
are. This girl invited me over. I went to her house, but it was like her sister's apartment. It was weird. And then so we were out in the living room on the couch, and then her sister's room was like to the left and like behind in the door.
Yeah.
So then it was like kind of late, but then she's like, "What do you want to watch?" And then I said Supernatural, since that's the only non-Naruto show I've ever seen in my life.
You sound so like insecure about this story.
Really?
Well,
All I wanted to do was watch Naruto, but I couldn't say it, so I said Supernatural because I've seen that. But yeah. So then she put on Supernatural and she turned it really, really fucking loud, and I'm like, "You're gonna wake up your sister. Like you're gonna wake up your entire up. Like, do you want to turn that down?" She's like, "No," and I was like, "Okay." And then they start fucking killing demons and shit with the blades. There's gunshots going off and people screaming. And I'm like, this is the loudest I've heard of TV
people are
ever.
gonna think it's real.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I turn, I'm like, are you sure? These are fucking peeking out, dude. Like Dolby Digital theater sound in your apartment. Like your sister's gonna wake up. Do you sure you don't want to turn it down? She's like, no. Like she's like, but if it's bothering you, like, yeah. And I was like, it's not bothering you. It's really loud. So she turns it down 2 notches, barely changes anything.
Jesus.
And yeah. So that night we kind of just cuddled up, fell asleep, and then as soon as we woke up, we smashed. And then I left, and then I realized I was like, oh my god. And also it was probably one of the worst in my life because since we had to be quiet in the morning, there's no TV on.
Right.
We just woke up. We did it like so sneakily in one position. And it was just terrible because we were being super quiet. And then I realized as soon as I left, I'm like, she had it on fucking volume Mach 10,000. So we could have smashed with the TV covering all the sounds and everything.
Maybe she that was her plan the whole time.
No, that's what it was. I realized that after I left. I'm like, that's why it was so fucking loud. So we could just go ham in the living room. And then in the morning, since there's no TV, we just had to do a very dulled down version. And I'm like, damn. So, yeah.
Granted, though, like if the volume is playing that loud, I'd be worried that you're gonna be like 110% into it, and like
not hear someone
yeah,
come.
and someo's
That's
gonna.
why I was like, that's exactly why I didn't
yeah.
want. But I also, yeah, at night, that's what I was thinking.
Not hear someone come or someone not hear you come. Ah,
That was a good one. Fuck you. Just kidding. But yeah,
Oh
I
my
think that's
God.
enough from my smashing stories. I have no more Smashing Pumpkin songs.
I don't know if I have any like pivotal moments in my I obviously have like some pivotal moments,
You
but
have
like
a lot.
I do know one when like with YouTube that I feel like I have to tell a lot of people when they ask like why did you leave blah 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 blah. It's like basically the same thing every single time, but there was definitely a pivotal time in my life when it came to like all that and like when my channel like first blew up, like obviously I was like super excited and yada 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 yada, but like I dealt with a lot of like backlash from like my parents, you know, not necessarily liking the content I was making or me being too immature or whatever it was, which was hard because at my age, like I wasn't 18 yet. Like I think I was 16 when everything blew up, so I was still like under their roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of options to like say fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean? But one big thing that definitely changed my perspective in YouTube is that when my channel started blowing up and I had videos getting hundreds of thousands of views, you get a lot of DMs from other creators and other stuff like that, and you know, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember I got like ranked. There was this top 10 channel with like 1 million plus subscribers, and they did like top 10 YouTube diss tracks or something like that, and I got number 1.
Yeah.
And I remember I wanted to make a thank you video because it was the first time I'd been shouted out by a really big YouTuber. And so I was going to make a thank you video, and I'm a fucking 16-year-old in high school. You know what I mean? And I couldn't make the video right away. Like, it was like 2 or 3 days until I could get the video uploaded. And I remember, like, messaging the dude or DMing him on Twitter, basically saying, like, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get this video done right away. I do want to thank you, though, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he was such a fucking dick.
Really?
He was like, fuck you. You have no respect. Like, I gave you such a big shout out, and you don't even do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. And I remember thinking, like, bro, like, I'm 16 in fucking high school. It's not exactly super easy for me to just do shit whenever I want to. Like, I have classes to maintain. I'm expected to get straight A. Like, fuck off, bro. On top of that, I had a job. I'm working a part-time job on top of, like, I don't know. It was fucking weird. But then the more and more you get into it and, like, somewhat immerse yourself into bigger, I don't want to say okay, I can't say celebrity status because it wasn't like a celebrity status or whatever the fuck. But when you get to a certain level of YouTube where people think they're hot shit, like 100,000 subscriber range, people back then, 100,000 subscribers like a fucking lot. And so you notice like everyone you would meet had this like monstrous fucking ego, and it was like the fakest shit in the world, bro. I remember when I got signed onto Dare as a not Dare, Soar
Oh yeah.
as a content creator. And at the time, Soar was a really, really big team. Like Soar was doing a really good job for themselves as a team. They were like up there. I don't want to say as high as FaZe or Optic or anything like that, but they were in the same league.
Yeah.
And I got on a Soar as a content creator, and like I introduced myself into their group chat. No one's really welcoming me whatsoever. Like nobody fucking cares. I try to crack jokes here and there, just like shoot the shit, fuck around with some people. Just be like a bro. I wanted to like be a part of the team, so I'm trying to get involved. And again, everyone was so fucking sensitive and salty and like, fuck you, who do you think you are? Oh, shut the fuck up. They're like, who the fuck is this kid? Blah, 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 blah. They treated me like shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And then like immediately I realized they just wanted me for my subs. That's when I like did some research. I was like, all of their channels are fucking dying. This team is fucking dying. Nobody pays attention to this team. Like pretty much everyone on Soar, besides like a couple people, are fucking dead. And the people that really blew up and continued to grow their career aren't on the team anymore. But like that's what I was. I was a means to an end. I was not a fucking player. So that was another thing where like people just fucking shit on you. And I just remember like just experience after experience of just people being complete fucking assholes, fake as shit, like complete dicks in that realm. And that's where I was like, fuck this, dude. This is stupid, bro. Everyone is so fake. Everything's set up. Everything's fake as fuck. Like 99.9% of shit you see on YouTube right now is fake, set up, cringy fucking shit. And I did not want to be one of them. And I just said, fuck it. I said, fuck YouTube. Fuck this shit. There's too much shit going on. It was so dumb and stupid. And I'm more happy now, like working my quote unquote 9 to 5, living in my apartment and uploading whenever the fuck I want to. I upload maybe one video a week. I might upload one video a month. I'm working on other projects behind the scenes and stuff like that I'll release whenever the fuck I want to, but not being like bound to YouTube as a creation. It was the most like freeing thing in the world. Like, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Freeing is the best word I could think about. Liberating. It was the most liberating thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
To just say, fuck this. Fuck this.
Just to have your own freedom, you know?
Literally. Because especially people aren't ready for millions and millions of fucking people saying, make this content, make that content, make this content, make that content. Like if you want to do content creation or something when you are in the public eye for a living or as a career, you really do have to have this just fuck you mentality of like, I just do it because I want to. I really don't give a fuck who watches. And that's where I'm at now. There was definitely a point in time where like I would upload a video and I'm like, fuck, dude, this only got like 5,000 views. Or,
I remember that.
fuck,
so
dude,
much.
this only
I
gets
remember that.
10,000 views. Or like, my channel is dying because my last video got 20K and this video only got 2K. Like, that can't get to you. And if you're not prepared for that, it will, because you will have those ups and downs in your career. And now I'm at this point where like I can drop a banger fucking video, gets less than 100 views. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck because I'm proud of that video and I like that video and I'm going to keep that video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even when people are like, oh, why do you, on some real shit, like I'll upload really good videos and then I go on a tangent and do something different in my career, like gaming, and then I go to music, and then I go to vlogs, and then I go to reactions, whatever the fuck, and I will unlist or unpublic a bunch of videos. And people are like, why did you do that? Those were good videos, blah, blah, blah. You really want to know why? OCD, bro. It just bothers me having multiple different types of content on one page. Literally just OCD.
Every single creator, whether it's going to be music or videos or art or stuff like that, like you always, because you spend so much time with it, you always have this idea where you pick out little things that you're not enjoying, even though it literally doesn't fucking matter. Like you become so OCD about the things that you're releasing, and then
Right.
after it does, you kind of crash down on it because you're just like, this is terrible, when it's really like, it's fucking great. But because there are things that you point out, and because you get so used to the video, you feel like it's old, you shouldn't even release it.
Yeah.
No, that totally makes sense.
I think now I've gotten to a point where like it's much harder to brand off of your personality than a niche per se, but it's way more fun to brand off of a
Being
niche.
authentic.
Like one of my idols, and I don't even watch their content that much, but like Cody Ko
Yeah.
was someone who's able to brand off of his personality. He could upload a video about whatever the fuck he wants, and it's really irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's branded off. He's not fucking niched into something. And that's where I'm at right now. Where I don't want to be niched. If I want to fucking do this on Tuesday, do this on Wednesday, do this on Thursday, I'm going to do that. I really don't fucking care. And so I literally don't make YouTube for views anymore. Granted, if I know for a fact, oh, this would be a fun video to make that's also going to perform really well, yeah, I'm going to do that, obviously. But there's nothing that binds me to a type of content anymore, and that is what makes it worth doing. It's like Casey Neistat said. If someone asked him, they're like, if you weren't successful doing this, would you still do it? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm happy doing it. He's like, well, what if you're successful? He's like, it's irrelevant. If you're happy doing it, you're happy doing it. Fuck the success. The success just happens. But if you're doing something for the success, it's a waste of time. Because even if you do make that success, you're still working a 9 to 5. You're still working for somebody else. And that's the point I was. My channel was getting hundreds of thousands of views on certain videos I would upload, but it was the idea that I was forcing myself to make those kinds of videos for those views. I wasn't working for me. I was working for YouTube. I was working for the algorithm. I was working for
the audience.
the audience, right? Granted, I love my audience, especially the people that are still with me here today. But like when you go into content creation, like fuck the audience. And I mean that in a very sincere, like no disrespect, but like you cannot do it for the audience or you will not do it for yourself. Exhibit A, Eminem. Eminem used to make really good music. And then he got fucking woke. And now his music is fucking garbage, bro. His music is
I think
trash.
that's also age, though. He's like the opposite of a wine.
He should
doesn't
just
age well.
retire, bro. He should just retire. But a lot of people struggle to like age like that. PewDiePie
Well,
was one of
also,
the
it's like hard to tell when to quit.
you can
Because
see
imagine being Eminem. It's like, when do you stop?
you could see PewDiePie like when he started making that like YouTube series or whatever, YouTube Red series or whatever the fuck it was. He went through a huge mental breakdown because he was like, this is too much. He started to turn corporate, and corporate fucking sucks. Like corporate is, you're welcome back to your 9 to 5. You're now just a creator that's controlled by multiple different people. And that's what he went through. And he got to a point where he's like, fuck it, I'm going to upload whatever I want. And now he literally uploads whatever he wants. You can tell the videos he makes now involve way less effort than his videos in the past. Not saying the content got worse, but you can tell he's way happier now. He's way more open to just create whatever the fuck he wants. And that's just like huge. It's a huge thing. It's very nice. And a lot of my friends that I met during YouTube are huge now. Like I can name, Crypt fucking blew up.
Shout out.
My friend Mass Luchador blew up.
One of your sore friends did. Because
Yes, fucking, she's a chick. She's a streamer. I forget her name. It's like Bubbles, I think.
What about Final?
Noisy Butters.
What isn't Final Sora?
Sora he was already pretty big. I don't know where he's at now, but I think her name, Noisy Butters. She was on Sora with me. We talked every now and then because I had mentioned I was leaving Sora, and she actually DM'd me and asked why I was leaving. And I basically told her, I was like, because like fuck this team, like fuck these people. Like Sora is literally just a name. There are no contracts. You're not getting paid to do this. You're representing a team that does fucking zero for you. Like, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I know the owner of Soar Max. He's fucking awesome. Super cool dude. I remember when I told him I wanted to leave, he was like, I completely understand. I really respect that. He's like, I think as of right now, you need to focus on you and figure out how you're going to balance you know, what you want to do in life versus everything else, which is something I still think of today. I always remembered what he told me. And like every now and then when I feel overwhelmed, I'll remind myself, am I off balance? And that is literally because of Max. So I don't know if Max even fucking remembers me, but if you're
Shout out.
watching this, fucking shout out to you. Shout out to Noisy Butters. She's fucking huge now. Extremely successful Twitch streamer. I think she's on FaZe Atlanta. She did amazing. Another one of my friends, Arrow, is a very successful Twitch streamer in the gaming community. Like I know a lot of people that blew up, and a lot of people ask me, they're like, that could have been you, but you quit. That would have been you, blah blah. You'd be like them right now. And every time someone tells me that, like there was a point when that got to me, and I'd be like, fuck, you're right. Like my life sucks, yada yada yada. But it was never that which was the reason to why life sucked. It was always something within my control, which is such a fucking thing people miss nowadays. Is people get so obsessed with success that they think in order to be happy, they need to be like so-and-so. They need to be like their idol. They need to be like this person. I'm telling you right now, it is so much simpler than that. Fuck that. If you think you need to be the next PewDiePie or be the next Marshmallow or be the next whoever the fuck to be happy in life, I'm telling you right now, your depression or your sadness is much, much closer than you actually think. It could be as little as go the fuck outside, bro. You don't have any vitamin D. Exercise. Your hormones are fucking off the sky. Like you are off this fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people don't realize that nowadays. And it's nice to where I'm officially at a point where like dead ass, I would sometimes see a video of Crypt and I'd immediately like close it off. Like I actually had to go to YouTube, go to his channel and type like, I don't show me this. Like that option, don't show me this channel. I had to do that because it genuinely fucked with me. Because I'd be like, fuck. Like it would just remind me of how like much I failed until I got to a point where I was probably the happiest I've ever been in life. And it had nothing to do with that. And now I see one of Crip's videos. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. Like I can actually comfortably support the dude. I'm no longer like affected by his success because I realized his success is not my success. And if you keep trying to chase somebody else, you will never be them because you're you. And if you cannot chase who you are, you're not chasing success. You're constantly trying to become something you're not. You will never be happy, no matter how successful you are. So the only way to be successful and be happy is to be successful being you unapologetically. That's why on this podcast, I don't give a fuck if we're canceled. You could not pay me $1 million to pretend I'm somebody I'm not, bro. I don't give a fuck. If it wasn't illegal, I'd do some crazy ass fucking shit on this podcast.
Like what?
I don't know. If this was on Pornhub, I'd helicopter dick on the camera or some shit. I don't know. But like, if I wanted to, yeah.
I love that. Can we just do that right now?
No, we can't.
Can we upload this?
There's
to
a
Pornhub?
line on that.
Oh,
There's a line. There's
Please
a line to be
refrain from doing
crossed.
that.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'll try my best.
I would love to see that. That's something I
I'm
would.
too soft right now. It wouldn't.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like a hula girl. That's. It would fit well with this theme. Of
It's
the
like you guys
episode.
see Dave Chappelle's new special.
Yeah, how people tried to cancel him, but
Have you seen it?
No.
Dude, it is hilarious. He crosses every fucking woke ass line you could possibly
Does
think
he
of
say
right
the
now.
N-word?
It's Dave Chappelle, of course he did.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Really wanted to add in there because I was scrolling on my YouTube page and I saw that David Chappelle was under a ton of flack. And normally, like Dave Chappelle's work, I okay, you know, it's all right.
Right.
I have a couple other comedians such as Chris D'Elia and Bert Kreischer.
Yeah. Yep.
Like some
John
guys
Mulaney.
John Mulaney. Oh my gosh, yeah. There are some guys that I really keep an eye out for because I'm super excited to hear what they have to release. David Chappelle, I wasn't really a big fan of, so I didn't know. And when I watched this gentleman on YouTube named Optimus, shout out, I watched this dude named Optimus, and he said, "Hey, Dave Chappelle's under a lot of stuff. Normally people paint me this way or that way, But then I realized that people are painting it that way, you know. So I decided to watch it. I was just like, I'm gonna come at it as biased or as unbiased as possible. I do not know this guy. I
Right.
don't keep up to it. What a funny fucking special.
Well, it's
It
'cause
was a great special.
No matter what he says, it doesn't matter if you hate it or like it. It's fucking true. That's the clever part about it, is he will crack some extremely offensive jokes, but it's fucking true.
That's what Jim Jeffries does too, and he like with a lot of really deep stuff. And he's one of my favorites, and he's Australian, so like it's just an added bonus. But like he did a fuck ton of things on religion, which were super touchy. And then I was like, bruh, I respect it. And like it takes some nuts to do the type. And he makes a lot of like misogynistic jokes, but like, and he like I don't know, people try to cancel him for stuff all the time, but he's like, that's all it is just jokes. Like I don't fucking like say this and then mean this shit and like go do it. Like
Right.
yeah, so
Well, it's like humor is literally to make light of fucked up situations.
yeah,
But it's like that out of pocket surprise. It's that instant rush, that shock value that naturally is just dopamine to the human brain. It's like you can root it all the way back to like fucking
Prehistoric
BC,
times.
yeah, prehistoric ages, where it was like that shock value is exciting. You know, finding a $20 bill on the ground releases the same type of chemical as a joke that's fucking out of pocket. You know what I mean? So honestly, it's just, and that's the way comedy should be, bro. Fucking these soft ass motherfuckers bitching about shit nowadays and this and that and snowflake ass motherfuckers, bro. Like,
Bro.
fucking
Yeah, one thing
bitches.
was Jim Jeffries. Then now that you brought him up, so me personally, I do find carrying a firearm with you a very good thing to do. I think that you should carry a
Yeah.
gun with you. And Jim Jeffries obviously is very not gun.
yeah.
He's not a very gun person. But dude, when his topic on
About
gun
it
con-
are fucking
it was
hilarious.
so hilarious.
Yeah.
It was absolutely. And there were times where I was just like, huh, I should just throw it in the garbage. But then I was just like, no, Jim. I see
Yeah,
what
he's
you're doing,
really
man.
funny. He's like, people are like, it's for protection, but it's in a safe. So if someone breaks in, it's like, oh fuck, what's the code word? He's like, hey son, what's your mom's birthday? And he's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? He's
Right.
like, I can't
like-
get my gun.
it's-
But like, and I'm all for guns too. But it's like funny and like, you know, there's a lot of people who are like pro gun and they'd be like pissed, and it's like, bro, like, calm down, like it's for jokes.
It's
Who
a
the
joke.
fuck
It's a
cares?
joke.
Yeah.
But that you saying that $20 like finding a $20 bill on the gun is the same dopamine as a joke. Just like a real quick little extra side tangent. Fun fact: did you know that elements? Holy shit! I can't talk. Elephants. exactly. NB translated. Where the fuck is it? Did you know that elephants get the same amount of dopamine as when they see humans as when we see puppies?
Yep.
That's fucking adorable, dude. That's the cutest thing ever. When I found that out, I'm like, I'm gonna go to elephants now and just be like a dog. I'm gonna just bark at them. I'm gonna just go up to an elephant and be like, whoa. Oh no, dude, just start barking, chirping, and then I'll
Yeah.
probably be happy.
Well,
But
it's
does that mean elephants hate some people? Because you know when there's a small
Probably,
dog and you want to punt it because they're like, barks
there's a
at you?
video of these fucking like safari tourists going down a road,
Yeah.
and this elephant fucking yeets a fucking tree onto the road, just like fuck you guys.
That's awesome.
Literally breaks a grown ass tree,
Yeah.
like snaps it in half so it falls over on the road, and then just with pride in his chest just walks across the street like
That I
fuck
respect
you guys.
it. That's awesome.
But I think that about wraps it up for today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. And if there's anything I want you to take out of this podcast, it's say what you want to say and who gives a fuck.
Yeah. You made it this far. We're gonna say it every time because it still hasn't happened yet.
awkward.
Me or you? I think it's you.
Go ahead.
We say this every time. Can I hit this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to. We say I don't do nicotine. I was just thanks for letting me. We say this every time, but if you got this far, someone has to. If you're listening to this, you're the one fucking person. Tell us something to talk about in the comments, for the love of God. We say that on like the last 3. No one said anything
If you made it this far, comment
on the YouTube video.
comment Dave
Elephant.
Chappelle.
Elephant.
Elephant. Type elephant in the chat.
And
Comment
let us know
elephant.
what the fuck we should talk about, because we want you guys to be a part of this too. So like, give us some topics that you think would be interesting. We're not afraid to talk about anything. Obviously, we just expose ourselves. So yeah, let us know.
Let us know if you have any crazy stories. Anyways, thank you for
Thank
watching.
you for listening to this episode and watching of the Legends podcast. And that concludes it. Legends
Deuces.
out.
Out.
Why?
Deuces.
Out. Legends
Bye.
out. Legends
Bye.
out.